I am so thankful that after 5 years, so that I can prove it to all the women out there, all the mothers out there, that we can do it, we can do it.
That's fantastic.
One
That's
year
fantastic.
back, yeah, 1 year back, I should prove it not only for me, all the mothers. I know all the mothers are going through the same situation of depression, or
Exactly.
I'm thinking that, oh my god, I just learned this thing, whether it is BDS or whether it is MBBS. They're thinking, oh, I'm not able now, I will not be able to learn and
Yes.
all that. But that's never, that's not the truth. That's just a myth. You will be able to learn if you're determined and you're having that good willpower.
Exactly. Okay. First of all, hearty congratulations, on your achievement in
Thank you,
cracking
sir.
a 132 in NEET MDS 2020. So before we
Yes.
start your interview, a few words about yourself, like your name, your BDS college, and about your schooling. A few things about yourself before we start our interview.
Okay, sir. Okay. I myself, Kulthum, and Dr. Kulthum, and I did my BDS from St. Jude Dental College, Kasaragod, and my schoolings were in abroad, in Abu Dhabi, and
Okay.
okay, not Abu Dhabi, in Coin and Sharjah.
Okay.
So it was like from there.
Okay.
So and what I am basically from Tirur,
Okay.
and
So you are native of Kerala, right? Your native place is
yes,
Kerala.
yes,
Am I
yes.
correct?
I am from Kerala, but I was born and brought up in UAE.
Oh, you're born and brought up in UAE. Oh,
Yes,
I didn't
yes,
knew that. Okay. So what
yes.
about your schooling and all, high school and everything?
Everything in the Sharjah, Gulf Asian English
Okay.
School. I did my schooling there, and then I came back here
Okay.
for dentistry, for my profession.
Okay.
I came back. Yeah.
That's good. So you've done your BDS from Century Dental College again in Kerala, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So I
So,
I did
so
that. Okay, okay. Tell, sir.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can
Please
say.
continue. Yeah, please
No,
continue.
no, no. After dentistry, I went back for 5 years. I enjoyed there and
Yeah, that's
with
what
my
I was
family.
actually curious to know. Yeah, that's what I'm curious to know. Like after your BDS, like when
Hmm.
did you complete your BDS and how many years did you, completely altogether leave dentistry before entering into PG preparation?
Before, okay, it was like after internship, like it was 5 years.
Okay.
I 5 years, and I initially, I really wished for MTS. I wanted to study MTS. Then my
Mm-hmm.
husband, he told me like, uh, let's enjoy, let's enjoy a little bit. I mean, you can take
Yes.
MTS later. And you know what I told him? See, I really like MTS, but you know what? I'm just going to leave it. I mean, I will study afterwards. Let's look.
Okay.
I mean, let's concentrate on our family and upbringing
Okay.
of my child and everything. I'll go
Yes.
for it
Yes.
later. And then I just
Okay.
completely forget about the MTS.
Okay.
So it's like that.
Mm. That,
So
that's really surprising. See, you wanted to do MDS, but because of your obligations, family, of
yeah.
course, family is
Hmm,
part
hmm,
and
hmm,
parcel of one's life.
hmm,
You have to take care of it. So you
hmm.
dedicated yourself for family life. And
Yeah.
after 5 years, what made you actually, again to start about preparation? I know these questions are not there in the questionnaire, but, excuse me for still asking you these questions because I actually want to understand like how you were actually thinking. Say 5 years for the family life and then how did you orient yourself again? I should start preparation. Like
Hmm,
how
hmm,
did you
hmm.
get that feeling of starting your preparation again? I just want to know that.
Okay, okay, sir. So you know what? Actually, 5 years back, my husband told me that, and that was the best decision I ever made. Instead of telling him like I really want to go for MDS. Let me first finish my MDS. I did the best
Mm-hmm.
decision by like telling him that it's okay, no problem. I will just leave it, and I just concentrate. I told you, right? Uh,
Yes.
you know what, sir? After 5 years, it made me more mature. It gave me more ideas, like how to, I started planning like how I will prepare for MDS and all that. I became more matured, and I became more, I don't know, creative in thinking. I used to be
Wow.
creative in thinking, but I became more, the experience and the
Yes.
things gave me
Exactly.
new paradigm, new paradigm.
Exactly.
That there was a paradigm shift. This 5 years, I got this paradigm shift. And then,
That's good.
I am so thankful that after 5 years, so that I can prove it to all the women out there, all the mothers out there, that we can do it, we can do it.
That's fantastic.
One
That's
year
fantastic.
back, yeah, 1 year back, I should prove it not only for me, all the mothers. I know all the mothers are going through the same situation of depression, or
Exactly.
and thinking that, oh my god, I just learned this thing, whether it is BDS or whether it is MBBS. They're thinking, oh, I'm not able now, I will not be able to learn and
Yes.
all that. But that's never, that's not the truth. That's just a myth. You will be able to learn if you're determined and you're having that good willpower.
Exactly.
You will be able to
So these
learn
are
at any
actually
age.
psychological barriers. I'm sorry to intervene, but these are actually psychological barriers which we tend to create and we stop
Yes,
ourselves from achieving success. That's what you're trying to say, right?
yes. It's a mental block.
Exactly.
It's a
Exactly.
fake mental block. But if
Exactly.
you are determined, and if actually it was like, just 5 years of experience. I told you that paradigm shift. It
Yes.
it
Yes.
it made me to know one thing, that it's like, just to see that bird view of the preparation. If I'm
Yes.
going to prepare, first I should look at the bird view. From here, if I'm starting my journey, where it will go, what will be the problems, what
Yes.
will be everything. It made
So
me,
you had this mental picture.
yeah, mental
Yes.
picture. If I had done this like 5 years back, I don't know, I would not be that mature enough to make that
Yeah,
bird's view.
that's
And
really, I should admit that's really surprising to hear because, see, I
yeah.
see most of the aspirants, especially most of the mothers who are out there preparing, the
Hmm.
women who are preparing out there. See, even if with 1 to 2 years of gap, they assume that they know nothing, they cannot crack entrance, they feel like giving up and then moving on with family life. There is nothing wrong in it, but giving up our dreams and goals, that's very unfortunate. But on contrary, I'm hearing from you a very surprising aspect that is with 5 years you had this paradigm shift. I do completely understand. You say you are more matured enough to make right decisions and then you started your preparation. And of course you cracked it and now right now as you're
Yes.
saying you are in the GDC. And
Hmm.
let's start our question. As I said, we'll start one by one. And I would like to have your
Okay.
opinion and your experience in the process.
Hmm.
So let me start with first and foremost, I'm sure I've repeated this n number of times, and it doesn't hurt even if I repeat it another infinite number of times. You are an inspiration to all the women out there, to all the
Thank you,
mothers
sir.
out there, to all the homemakers, all the wives.
Yes.
In
Yes.
spite of numerous responsibilities, right? You
Yes.
managed. You had a break of 5 years, and then you had
Yes.
your family life, and then you entered into preparation. You spent 1 to 2 years approximately, if I'm not
Hmm.
wrong, around 1 year maybe, and then
1 year.
you yeah, around
It's
one. You
one
spent
year.
one
Yes.
year,
Yes.
1 year,
Yes.
and then you cracked your entrance
Hmm.
in your first attempt, I can
Hmm.
say, and you landed up where you wanted to be. So that's a very inspiring journey, and I'm
Yes.
sure
Yes,
it
sir.
has. And you might have personally faced so many challenges. I know personally because of our interaction and all. And
Yes.
see, I want to take this interaction as an opportunity so that
Hmm.
you can highlight the challenges you face. And my intention is that if you can share some relevant tips, and I'm sure they're going to help all the aspirants
Yes.
out there
Yes. Yes.
enormously,
Hmm.
especially all the women out there, all the
Yes.
mothers with all
Hmm.
the responsibilities.
Hmm.
There is
Hmm.
nothing wrong in dreaming big. There is nothing wrong in fulfilling one's dreams. And
Hmm.
you prove that family life is not a hurdle. Having kids is
Yes.
not a hurdle. Being a
Yes.
homemaker is not a hurdle. You proved many things, and let's
Yes.
hear right from you. So here is the first question. So
Hmm.
how was your preparation journey? So just give us an overview, like how was your preparation journey?
Okay, sir, I will tell you one thing. This is one thing which I would like to tell you. If it was like 5 years back, I would be very stressful preparation. It would have been a very stressful preparation. Okay, but now actually the last year was the best year, best year for me. Because you were also there. You just gave me that
Yes.
environment. That with that chronic motivation, like I used to tell you.
Chronic motivation. Yes. Yes.
And it was the best preparation because I was enjoying my preparation. And you always used to give that motivation. Plus I made it a point that my preparation should not be boring, because our brain, it's like, we should treat it like a queen.
Yes.
We should
Exactly.
treat it like a
To take
queen
care of
because
it.
it's going to, yeah, and actually it is, what to tell, it's it's going to tell the answers, during the examination.
Yes.
So we should nurture it so well. And what I did was, first of all, I didn't make it monotonous. Instead, I made it very
That's good.
interesting preparation. Okay, so I just made it into part. Monday preparation was made into part. So first, like 2 hours for what will tell, common MCQs like Mudit Khanna and all
Yes.
that, and then comes the pearls, and then comes the previous repeated questions. And in between, I inculcated these videos and included videos and MCQs, the examination MCQs and all that. So it
Yes.
was
Yes.
interesting, and plus your talks in between, the videos, small
Yes.
videos which I said, so it
Yes.
was
Yes.
interesting. It was really
Yes.
interesting. I enjoyed it really, with my
So
kid
it's
and my
really
husband, you know.
wow. Yeah, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to
That,
the
yeah,
support which you got from your family during your preparations
yeah,
is very vital. So you said you
yes,
enjoyed
yes.
your preparation phase, which is very, very important. And you said you didn't make it monotonous. So you incorporated different aspects related to preparation on your day-to-day
Hmm,
basis, so that to keep our minds entertained and
hmm,
nurture it and treat it as a queen in your own words,
hmm,
right? So that's
hmm,
something which is wonderful to hear. And the
hmm,
second question is, in fact, we
hmm,
discussed this previously.
hmm,
So, being a mother,
hmm,
homemaker, wife,
hmm,
so how did you
hmm,
manage your preparation? Like, I'm sure you had so many other responsibilities. You have to
hmm,
allot time for various other
hmm,
activities. Then,
hmm.
how did you actually allot time for preparation considering all these facts?
See, my priority. See, there was 1 year. Okay, so 1 year only, or what I like tricked my brain was, I have got one year, and if I will utilize each and every moment, then I will be able to crack it. That's what. Instead of thinking like, oh my God, it's only 1 year, I won't be able to, I won't be able
Yes,
to crack it, and that I just thought it in the positive way. And
exactly.
then what happened? Then and then what I did was like, in during my preparation, the priority was to study. So while cooking also, I used to, in the background there will be videos. While feeding my son also, in the background there will be videos. I won't be able to read during that time, right? So during those times, the videos were in the background, and that was really helpful. It was really helpful.
Yes.
And for everyone it will be helpful, for all the mothers who's thinking of, I mean, planning to do this thing, I mean,
Yes.
planning to do entrance preparation. For them it will be really helpful,
That's good.
putting videos
That's
in
good.
the background. We
Yeah.
cannot
So
avoid the
videos in
cooking
the background.
and
So
all that.
even though you were involved with some other activity, you try to incorporate your preparation
Yes,
through in the
yes,
form of videos or
yes,
audios over there.
yes,
So that's very
yes.
interesting to know. So on an average, I mean, if I can ask, like how many hours on an average, like did you spend on day-to-day basis? Approximately. Like it need not be a definite value, but for sake of our aspirants, for sake of our subscribers, for them to have an idea in your experience based on the
Hmm.
given responsibilities you have, how many hours could you actually allot on day-to-day basis, approximately?
See, I used to be free like 9 o'clock, after my kid and my husband is gone to their
Yes,
own place, their places.
yes,
And after that, like I will, like from 9 o'clock to 10:30 p.m. 9 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. I'll be there. I mean, I'll try to extract maximum time in this given
okay,
period of time. So not only that, one thing I used to make sure about is there should be minimum 8 hours of studies, minimum,
Okay.
including the background videos and all that, including. Okay, so we
Yeah.
cannot avoid that, right? So
Yes. So, in your opinion, 8 hours minimum would help any aspirant to crack the
yes,
NEET, right?
yes,
So
yes, minimum of
that's a very
minimum.
useful. Yeah, minimum. So it depends on the time availability. So minimum, in your opinion, you would say 8 hours. That's good to hear. And the interesting thing, an interesting point which you made out is initially you said you had 1 year. You are not like, no, there is only 1 year, but you are optimistic and positive that yes, I have 1 year and I can
Yes,
make maximum use of it. And also just now
yes.
you said 9:30, 10:30, 1 hour you used exact maximum. So these are signs of positivity and optimism. See, it's like half glass, half full. you know,
Yes,
uh, uh,
yes, yes, yes.
that's a
That
classic.
it's always.
That's a classic signs in symptoms of optimism and positivity. So it is very good to hear from you, especially. And I have another question for you. Like, to what extent? Like, I'm sure you participated in discussions. I still remember, study club discussions. Subject tests you used to give them as per the schedule, and videos you said you were watching them or listening to them at least in the background. So to what extent do you think the course and the interactions through mail and the support help you in your essence, in your opinion?
What extent? Actually, like to what extent it helped me?
Yes.
Okay, it really helped me because e-classes, the assignment which you used to give, it was really important questions. So I tried to finish it in time because I knew it was important. The questions were so
Yes.
standard, and I remember I had once text message you about that. That questions are really standard questions.
Yes, yes.
Hmm?
In fact, that's my
And
next question as well. Like, how did you actually manage all of them? If you can give out, your opinion regarding the same, those at least who are utilizing or given resources can plan in those lines. Like, you said you're watching videos in the background, and what about tests? What about study club discussions? So, how did you manage to complete them as per the schedule?
see, sir, we have got so many responsibilities, right? So it's better to. I had so many responsibilities, and because of that, it's better not to procrastinate it. When you have given the assignment, fatafat, just do it,
Yes,
fatafat. With
yes,
some, just take that important point, not that whole entire chapter you will write. Instead of that, just write the
yes,
important point, and just the most important thing is draw diagram. Just do
yes.
diagrams,
Illustrations
what
or
comes,
diagrams.
whatever,
That's
yeah,
true. Yes,
whatever comes in
yes,
your mind, just draw it.
yes,
Whatever comes, I'm sure,
yes.
like, you will be reading something will come in your mind. Just draw it.
Yes.
Okay,
So that's
so
nothing but your notes, right? That's nothing but your notes. So notes preparation. So you are
yes,
indirectly or directly telling us that notes preparation is very
it's
important in
very
the
important.
process.
Oh my god, it's very important, because
So what do you say
what.
to all the aspirants or those aspirants who actually want this ready-made note? So what would you
No,
suggest
no,
them?
see, it's like, you want to go and stay in others home, the others house. You make your own house and stay there. So it's
Well
notes is same like.
said. Yes, I completely agree with you. Well said.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, so
So notes
it's like.
preparation is something which you prepare based on your understanding, based on what comes
Yes,
into your mind, and
yes,
that again
yes,
is going to help you or help
yes,
themselves in
yes.
their preparation during revision phase as well, right?
Yes, yes. Whatever textbook you're reading or whatever you're doing, it's the language of other people, right? So
Of
our
course,
brain have our own
exactly.
language.
Yes,
So whatever one-dimensional thing you're getting from there, make it into three-dimensional thing. You are going to make
exactly.
connections. Your brain is. You should use your
Yes,
brain, and then make a
exactly,
note,
exactly.
right?
Yes,
So
yes,
notes are very important, but it should be in a schematic or in that illustrated,
yes.
or with, you will just look into the note and you will be fatafat, yeah, it's done. I remember.
Yes,
Just see, and then you will be remembering. You should not learn it again. It should be, the note
yes.
should be made in such a way that only once you will spend time on it.
That's it.
Next
Yeah, you'll
time,
be able to
yeah,
complete that topic. Yeah.
yeah,
As
only
in your
once.
own words, as you said, fatafat.
Yeah, fatafat.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah,
I'm really glad that you even mentioned about notes, even though I didn't incorporate that in our questionnaire.
yeah,
And the next question is, I remember you sending complaints reports. In fact, just before our interaction, I
Yeah.
reviewed some of your previous complaints reports, and
Hmm.
so what's your comment on it? Like you've used complaints reports to some extent, so did you actually derive any benefits from them? What's your opinion on
Oh my God, I had this habit of sleeping more. I remember I used to
Yes,
text
I still
message you,
remember.
sir,
I
I'm
still remember
sleeping
you
more.
telling me.
So, it helped to de-elevate my sleep, and it helped to elevate my MCQ. Sometimes, I used to think like, oh my God, there's only 50 MCQ today. I did. Oh my God, if I would not have written that, I would not have, I would have, I have continued with the same 50 MCQs or 25 MCQs, only
Yes,
sitting in the
yes,
description. So, like, you sometimes used to advise me, like, just try to increase your MCQs. And then I'm like, okay,
yes.
okay. From next year onwards, I just, it really helped me. I elevated the
That's good
MCQs,
to hear. Yeah,
and it
that's
was
really
really
good to hear
helpful, but very
because
helpful. Mm-hmm.
okay,
Tell me,
that's
tell me, tell
really
me.
good to hear because
Hmm.
complaints report is something which you do to monitor your preparation on day-to-day basis and weekly basis, so that you
Mm-hmm.
can make those subtle modifications accordingly, which will ultimately help you in your progress, as you rightly
Mm-hmm.
mentioned. So I'm really glad to hear that. And coming to our penultimate question, so
Mm-hmm.
this is one such major challenge which almost all the aspirants face. Even I
Hmm.
face during my preparation.
Hmm.
I do
Hmm.
keep sharing my tips, so now it's your turn. So, how did
Okay.
you manage to overcome your passivation, demotivation, negativity, or all the negative thoughts? So, how did you manage to overcome them? Because you are in this position now, which is a proof that you have overcome all those challenges, and that's the reason why you are where you are now. So,
Hmm.
how did you do it? How did you manage your
Hmm.
negativity?
So, sir, in the initial phase, it was the worst situation actually, because there was high level of intrinsic demotivation inside me. Okay, so I knew that was the first phase, so I will have to resist it. That's the only way, and I resisted it. I don't know. After when I uh, got into the track, that resistance, not that resistance, that demotivation just went by itself. Okay, then the negativity, actually I didn't feel much negativity, because you always used to charge us with that motivation. Every time you used to charge us, and it was really helpful. That's why my preparation was so, I mean, enjoyable, because you always
That's
I could
that's
reap
really
the
good to hear.
productivity. I could reap my
Yes,
maximum productivity because of the
yes.
motivated, and because of the
Yes.
positive vibe which you gave always to your students. And
That's really good to hear. Yeah.
yeah, and the passivation, passivation happens when your brain is really bored, and your brain is saying, come on, stop, 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 finish. I'm not going to study again. So during that time, you must go out and go and have fun time, and just
Yes.
spend that quality time out in the outdoor. Just give that break, so that you will be rejuvenated and you can come. I used to give
Exactly.
a break every Friday, so that passivation should not come every Friday, like not Friday, Thursday night, for outing and food and everything. Night,
That's good.
like, okay, from eight
Okay.
o'clock. So it was really helpful for
Okay.
me. I was so
Okay, that's good.
rejuvenated, and passivation was not much thing which have affected me because of this.
That's good. So every week, so you dedicated a particular time slot for complete break. So that's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
interesting to me because
yeah.
often we are on the assumption that we have to study 24 by 7, Sunday to Sunday,
Yeah, nothing. No,
Monday to,
no, no.
that
Hmm.
that only leads to passivation and ultimately demotivation, and we
Yes,
feel
yes,
like
yes.
giving it up,
Hmm.
right?
It's actually, sir, small thing which we should be careful about. It's not that big thing. Small things will bring big changes. Big changes. I told you, I
That's good
have
to hear.
mentioned in the previous videos, like the snack and all that. Giving
Exactly.
snack, eating snack in between. It's like, reward system. Reward system. Your brain will accept more. Okay, I will
Yes,
study. I will study because 12 o'clock I will be eating sweets, something
yes,
healthy sweets. That's what
yes,
I'm saying.
that's
Small
true.
Small
Yes.
changes will bring, it will be very, you will, that difference will be there in you.
In
You can see
fact,
the difference.
yes, we often take it for granted. Like, the quality of sleep. You said you sleep excessively, but, I don't agree with that. See, everyone has their own sleep quota, right? So you might be sleeping as per your own sleep quota. So I think we should respect our own sleep quota. We should have quality food, take periodic breaks, and most importantly, as you said, those small things really matter a lot. We should take care of them, right? So we should take care of them. So that's a very relevant message. And thank you for sharing that. And finally, so you've cracked into it. So now you've entered into GDC.
Yes,
So
yes, sir.
I'm really happy to hear that when you look back, that's the most wonderful phase where you enjoyed your preparation. So right now, how are you feeling?
Oh my God. So when I got in GDAC, I was so excited. I don't know. I don't know what, that certain feeling like we are now in that class of people where all have worked hard and reached to the same place. It's a
Yes.
different feeling, it's very exciting and very pleasurable. I don't know what to say that, but it really was. I mean, it's wordless, priceless.
Yes, you
I
need
don't
not
have,
use any words
I
because
can't say, I can't use any word, for that. It
you
was
need
so
not use any
nice.
words because we can see that in your face. We can
Yeah,
literally
yes,
see that,
yes.
the joy, this real joy, happiness,
Yes, yes, yes.
excitement in your face. I'm really glad and I'm really happy for you. And I have some
Hmm,
surprise last two questions which I haven't given you, but it's a
hmm,
surprise. So, any
hmm,
mistakes which you have done in your preparation phase, which, if given a chance, you would rectify them? Like during your preparation phase, I'm
hmm,
sure not everything is ideal and perfect. There could be
hmm.
some deficiencies. So, if
Okay.
given a chance, what would you rectify?
Oh my God, that's a very nice question. I would rectify my note making, I would have
Oh,
wrote it in a, my handwriting is the worst thing, I just write
don't
it
say that. See,
scribbles.
I've seen your
See,
handwriting. Mine is the worst. Okay, I've seen your writing. Mine is the worst.
I get headache, because of my handwriting. I just I will scribbling. And
Yes. So
I just
handwriting,
get
so
headache,
you're not prepared.
and I think
Yes.
I must have improved my, not the handwriting thing. First thing, I must have improved the handwriting. The second thing is like I must write big. That's why I have told in my previous video that that day video in, I think in that video about this thing, the paragraph. You should not write in the paragraph. You should just write it in the form of points,
Yes.
and
Yes.
draw the diagrams and everything, So it's like that,
So you would like to alter your notes preparation. So that's
Yeah,
one thing which you want to do if you were given a
with
chance once.
with lines and connections
Okay.
and with
Okay.
diagrams I used to draw, but the
Okay.
initially I used to make big paragraphs, big paragraphs,
Okay.
and I never
Okay.
read it, I never read it. So that
Okay.
that
And
is one thing
the
with
good
that.
news, I have a good news. The good news is you can do it now in your PG preparation phase. I mean, in your
Yes,
actual
sir.
3 years of PG
Yes, sir.
preparation, you can do it now.
Yes, sir. Yes, I can do it now. First I should
Yes.
improve my
And
handwriting and then do it.
yeah, so,
Hmm.
yeah, and one final question, which I haven't incorporated again, as I said in the questionnaire. One final question: what's your message to all the aspirants, especially to all the mothers out there? What's your message?
Okay, this is I would like to tell you that even I have gone through this depression phase and all that. I have, I never thought that I will come to MDS. One fine day, I just felt this urge to study. I want to study, and I will be like, I think the depression, that negative energy, how much my energy went down, that was converted to the positive energy to study my MDS, for the entrance preparation. Okay, so anyone can do it. If I have done it, anyone can. Technology is there, and anyone can do it if you have that persistence, consistency, and self-belief, and what will tell that willpower, determination, that you will do. If God have made us in such a way that we are able to do anything, anything. especially we women. We can do
Yes,
anything.
yes, that's true.
We
That's
can
true.
do anything. So we can. So that's what I'm saying. Anyone can do it. Just have that plan. Our ancestors. We are lucky enough for one thing, because our ancestors have already made that highway path. Tarred road. We only have to see what is important question. We have to just learn it. And I mean, we just don't have to fill with self doubt and everything. When you are doubting yourself, it's like heat dissipation.
Yes.
So instead of that, don't leak your energy. Just focus your energy into the studies. Complete focus of energy, and you'll definitely get. Anyone can definitely get, with that willpower and with that self belief, plus persistence and consistent, as I mentioned before.
Oh, fantastic, I'm sure your views, your perspectives, the way in which you approach these entire questions, and your valuable inputs are going to help, if not hundreds, thousands of mothers out there
I
who are
wish. I wish.
actually
Hmm.
preparing for the entrance right now, and
Hmm.
will be preparing in the coming days, coming months,
Hmm.
coming years,
Hmm.
coming decades. Take my word.
Hmm.
And finally, before I conclude, once again, I would like to congratulate you on your success.
Thank you, sir.
As I said, after 5 years of gap, being a homemaker, mother
Yes.
with several responsibilities, in your very first attempt with just 1 year of preparation time,
Yes.
you managed not just qualifying the entrance, but you scored and you cracked into top 150. You are in 132 position. And
Yes.
right now, as we are speaking, you are admitted to JDC in Kerala. So I'm really proud of you. No,
Thank
we
you.
are really proud of you. We are all
Thank
proud of
you,
you.
sir.
Those who are watching this video, we are all proud of you. And once again, heartiest congratulations. And take my word, your success is not going to stop here. You still have a lot to achieve, and I'm confident
Thank
and I'm sure you're going to achieve more and more in your post graduation and rest of your professional career. Wish you all the best and really appreciate
thank
the
you,
time
sir.
you spent for this interview.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, yes. So, anyways, I'm really glad. So, we'll conclude our interview session. So, this is the first time, I should remind you this as well. This is our first interview session ever happened after the inception of PTBD Academy in the past 4 years. This is the
Wow.
first
Yay.
interview. Till now, we
Thank you.
only had
Thank
this
you.
recorded video. So, you are the first person where we had this interview, a one-on-one interview as such. I'm really glad. I'm really
Thank you,
happy
sir.
for you. And once again, I wish you all the best. You're going to rock. You're going to inspire more and more women out there. Take my word.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for the
And
wishes. Thank
and
you.
and uh, and in fact, I missed this question. Like, I'm sure your family had supported you a lot during your preparation
Yes,
phase.
yes,
So
yes.
finally, before we say goodbye to each other, right?
Yes.
Temporarily, right? We can always keep in touch
Yes.
thanks to this technology.
Yes.
But finally, what's the support like? What kind of support did you actually get from your family into making this success possible?
See, all were very supporting. My husband, my mother, my brothers, everyone. They were so supporting, and even my husband have helped me a lot. He have really helped me, and he used to motivate me also a lot. So I'm really thankful to my God for giving such wonderful
That's
people.
so sweet to hear.
Including
That's
you,
so sweet to
including
hear.
you.
Oh, that's
so
so sweet to
so
hear. Thank
I'm
you.
really thankful.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So as I
Hmm.
said, you can always be in touch. You can always contact me 24/7. You need any assistance, we are just
Hmm.
there for you. Wish you all the
So
best once
happy to
again.
hear it.